Alright, so I just threw some lights up so you guys could see. Hopefully it's not too bright. But I built this workbench a while back. Just a basic workbench just for the shed. This thing's sitting a couple feet above ground. Just on blocks, so I can't do anything crazy out here. Put a shelf up top. And I always wanted to put a vise up. Before I just had this like matting the whole way across. And now I cut it back a couple feet. My buddy got me this steel plate for free, so it didn't really cost me a lot. So I cut it back a couple of feet. And I usually have the laptop set up in the corner over here with my stool and just do a little bit of work over there. So now I want to get this vise mounted because every time we go to use it, it's moving around all over the place. But for what I'm going to use it for right now, I can't really rip on it too hard. I hope it holds up enough just to buy me a year or two. We'll see what happens. This is the Central Forge 5-inch swivel vise with the anvil on the back. I just want to use it to grip some handles. I want to start working on this chainsaw, my grandfather's chainsaw, a few other projects. This vise here only has 3 mounts. I'm not really sure what do you put them sideways. It bothers me if they're not straight. So I got 2 mounts straight on this side and then one in the middle. And I got to be careful because of that post. I might have to chisel out some of that post to get one of the bolts down through. But I bought these here. And we'll just fire these down through. My initial plan was to just run some lag bolts into the 2x4. But I can't really, like I said, this thing's sitting a couple feet off the ground. I can't really rip on it that hard. If I do, I'll probably rip it off the wall. This should get me by for the time being. Let me set you guys up and get this mounted. Can you see me? Can you see me? This really kills me to have you guys mounted upside down and hanging off. You remember what happened with the last lens. So, I definitely got to work on this saw. We're going to get that started here real soon. There's no spark in it. I think it's just like the ignition coil my grandfather saw. We're just going to move this out of the way for now. And I think I have this in a pretty good spot where I want the metal. Now I would like to run some holes through. You can see the flex in this, so it's really sucked to the workbench. However, I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I hate to have the holes and ruin this plate in case I want to use it later down the road if I build a bigger garage. But I think I'm going to run some bolts in. I got some some machine bolts that I can run down through, try to flush mount those just to hold the plate down to the wood. And then I got these lag bolts that'll run down through there. We'll tighten those up with some washers. That's the plan, at least. So just eyeing this up, it looks like this is about even. There's not going to be much more we can do there. I wish this vise stuck out a little bit more as far as the back plate sticking out past where you're working. So if you put something through it like this, you'd actually have a little bit more clearance. Now you can twist the vise a little bit and get a little bit more clearance on one side or the other, but I think we're just going to make this work for now. Probably overthinking it, which is why I haven't mounted it down. I was looking at a couple other ones. This isn't going to be as good as I don't think this is going to hold up as good as a Wilton or something that's, forged steel versus the cast. And like I said, I've seen some reviews on some of these things busting, but I think it was more of the ones that had the pipe mount on the bottom. So, as far as marking this up, I think before I mount the vise, I'm going to get the plate mounted down. I guess the best thing to do is see if I have a piece of chalk left somewhere. I'm pretty sure that that's where I want this vise. I've also heard stories about these things getting stripped out, but I'm going to go with it and see what it does. It looks pretty straight. It's hard to see. Go for 3.5, 3.25. So I'm going to mark this too, because I think that's what we're going to go with. Perfect. I don't think we're gonna need one more. All right, let me show you what we did here. So you can see we got those flush mounted in. Get this bolted down, tighten that up. The vise will go here and mount down this corner. This way there's not too many holes in that. Should be good. Just double check this here. I'll get this mounted here real fast. And then I'm going to cut this one for the back corner where that post is at. I got to cut it in half. Awesome. Honestly, those two bolts are probably enough for what I'm doing. So let's switch gears here. Well, might have messed up a thread there. Alright. Man, it's nice having a vise. Anyway, I left that on there a little bit longer so I can get a washer on that, but I did buy an extra bolt. Looks like I'm good to go. Alright, so I finally have a vise. Feel good about that for now, until I get something better. Plate's mounted down good. I think we're good to go. Now that I'm done, I'm going to vacuum up, get all the metal flakes, and wipe this off real fast. I'm glad I got this done. I've been trying to use this area for a while now, and I've stayed out of the area just because I had too many other projects going on, and I knew I wanted to do it. I feel good about it though. It's all fastened down. It's tightened down. It feels pretty solid. As solid as it's going to be for being just mounted to wood. Vise is good to go. We'll see how long that lasts. And I mean, it was cheap. It was like $50 or something like that. I know for a couple bucks more I could have got something better, but my master plan is to build a garage. And when I do that, I'll do it right. I'll tell you one thing. I've really been liking these. You know, no sponsor. I like these XPS bits from Makita. They really work well. I'm going to clean the rest of this crap up. So I appreciate everybody for watching. I do want to get inside here shortly. Get a shower. I do have some videos to make on technology. I just thought before we get snow and before it gets really cold out again for the next couple days. Next week we're looking awesome. So really motivated there. But it's fun to get out in the garage and do something different. I'm happy I have a vise now. It's something I've wanted to get done for a while. Alright, so that's it for me for today out here. I'm happy. Cleaned it up. I'm going to wipe it down later on. Let me know if you guys have the 5-inch Central Forge axe. Vise. Let me know if you like it, how it holds up. I've heard some people going through them before. Had to return them, but if it gets me by for right now until I do something else, I think I'll be happy. We'll see what happens. Other than that, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. We got more content on the way. Love you. Take care.